Globetrotters, are you ready to elevate? Hey, Globetrotters, are you ready to elevate your travel game and make every trip unforgettable? Get ready to revolutionize your adventures with Passportbros app, your ticket to turning passion into profit. With Passportbros, your travel videos and posts aren't just memories, they're money makers. Share your awe-inspiring experiences with the world and watch your bank account grow with every click. But wait, there's more. Connect with a vibrant community of fellow explorers, where camaraderie knows no borders. Exchange insider tips, forge lasting friendships, and create memories that last a lifetime. And that's not all. Gain access to exclusive discounts on accommodations, from cozy boutique hotels to luxurious resorts, ensuring you can travel in style without breaking the bank. So why settle for ordinary when you can experience the extraordinary? Join the Passportbros app today and unlock a world of adventure, connection, and endless possibilities. Download the app now and let the journey of a lifetime begin.
Download now on the App Store and Google Play.
All right, man, we are live. Welcome, family, to another show. Today, I got my man Flight Madness in the building. What's good? What's good with you today, bro?
Hey, man, it's a pretty good night over here in China. I'm feeling pretty good, man. Did a workout earlier today, man, so these shoulders are a little bit sore, but it's a pretty good night.
Nice, man. What the gyms like over there in China, bro? Are they pretty? I'm pretty sure they're modern, and, you know.
Yeah, they're pretty modern. The weights, the dumbbells don't really go very high. My gym, the dumbbells, the highest it goes is like 25 kg on the dumbbell. So I kind of bring my own little dumbbell handles to make it heavier so I can put other weights on it. But yeah, it's pretty good. And they're all new because like the fitness industry is kind of new in China. So most of these fitness centers are less than 10 years old. So they're all pretty good shape.
That's interesting, man, because Chinese aren't really known for being like a bigger set people. Like everybody's pretty much a nice size. I kind of attribute that to probably their diet, right? Like, you know, their diet's they eat like small portions over there. Am I mistaken? Or
I think a lot of it has to do with genetics, man, because like if you look at Chinese guys' arms, like their arms kind of like doesn't really have much muscle. Like it's a lot of it just has to do with history. I think because of their country, the history, I guess men historically didn't really need muscle in China. So you see like lots of super skinny Chinese guys. It's like, you know, it's just not in their culture to like have big muscles. And I think the guys who have the biggest muscles, you know, they might be injecting some of that testosterone or whatever to help them get bigger, because I think it's difficult for a lot of Asian guys to put on muscle.
Right. I remember I was watching this is YouTuber. He's like he talks about his prison stories, right? And he was mentioning how, like, you know, of course there are different ethnicities in the prison, but he was just like, man, all the black guys, when they work out, they get the muscles right here. They get like I forgot what you call those muscles, but we all kind of get them, you know what I'm saying? And then you really don't see too many other ethnicities with those. What do you call these muscles right here? Like the lot of guys from prison.
I don't even know. Yeah, I think these are like maybe they're like traps or something. I think it's called like the trap muscle. Okay.
Yeah, I know how to get it. I forgot what exercise you do. I think you do the with the broom. They be in the prison with the broom doing this right here. You know what I'm saying?
It's called a shrug.
Yeah, like when my brother got out, man, he was just like, they be built like warriors in there. I'd be like, damn, bro, you gotta do a physical training because they be more built than the football players out there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, traps. Yeah, we call them traps, bro. Traps. That's right, man. So what's been going on out there in Asia, man? Well, before we get to your video, because you got a video that went viral, and we're gonna break some of that video down a little later on in the show when we get some more people in the room. But first, I want to play this clip, man, and I want to ask you, because I was looking for some background on this, but I couldn't find it. So I'm gonna play the video and I'm gonna ask you, is there any credence? Have you heard anything about this being out there in Asia? Hold on. This is our girl Tasha K right here. Let's go.
Japan needs you. Japan is calling specifically for black men. I know you are saying why, Tasha. They said they need babies, and black men tend to make a lot of them. After South Korea proposed last week $75,000 per baby that a family has, Japan is in desperate need, okay? And they are calling all black men, specifically immigrants, to come and impregnate their women so that they can save their dying population. I don't understand because, black men were once and still is on the inner side of the line, which means their lives. I mean, what are you going to guarantee us if we send our men over there to help save you? Could you imagine? Think about this. After everything they put us through, everything, y'all trying to take these men out. Now you need them to repopulate the earth? The United States is responsible for what's going on over there in Japan. Why should we be held responsible? And get this, they ain't even paying no money to do it. They're just saying, please, black men, immigrants, please come have babies without women. Here's the thing. We're going to need to run some tests because it could be from what happened years ago as to why their population is down. You know what I'm saying? That stuff's still in the soil. It's still in the air. You already know what I'm talking about. What's that white man name that thought it was a genius idea to create the biggest bullet in the world?
I can't hear you. Muted. Can't hear you.
No, I was saying that's not true at all. Her last statement about what happened out there on those islands, that's not true at all. It has something to. It's a little. It's more so. I won't even say feminism, but it's like they have a real tough work schedule out there, man. They motherfuckers be working like 60, 70 hours a week, male and female. So everybody's trying to just get to the paper out there in Japan. They really ain't got time for relationships, and a lot of the guys out there are kind of doing the online porn thing, the anime girlfriend type situations out there too. So she just talking about the side of her neck when she said something about the unfortunate thing that happened out there in Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer, yeah, that's his name. So why is it that y'all called him this, y'all called him that, you enslaved and you did this, and now you ain't calling for to come save your community. And I'm going to go over there and I'm going to start me a negotiation firm over there in Asia and stuff. And I'm going to have black men come breed with them, but they're going to get benefits. They're going to get lifetime protection from any type of child support if they decide to leave and don't want to stay in these here countries. They're going to be set for life, which means anything that these kids bring, it is going to come back directly to the black family, which means if I send Sheck over there to breed, right? Let's just say hypothetically I sent him over there on a contract breeding, anything that these kids inherit is going to come back to us. The same way they do it with these, we used to be slaves on this land out here, and anything that we work, you know what I'm saying? They own and went back to their family. We going to start sending it back to Africa, back to the black families. That's the type of contract I need if you need this sperm, because this one ain't dying. We're going to get our kickbacks.
Okay. It's hard to listen to her a little bit, man. But What the hell is she talking about, man? Have you seen any articles, or I couldn't find no references on this? What is she talking about?
Look, so I checked in with the people that I know in Japan, and like everybody that I spoke to, they think this lady is kind of an idiot. They think she's like boosting up stuff. She's kind of lying, exaggerating. I've seen this lady before. Apparently, she's like in a lawsuit with Cardi B or something because she like lied or something. Like this lady, look, I'm looking at the numbers here. It's really shocking. I'm looking at the numbers of likes and shares on her video for a video where she's like kind of putting out blatantly false information. Like, look at that, man. Like, she got 86,000 shares, man. Like, 86,000 shares. Like, 30,000 bookmarks, man. You know, man, honestly, this pandering thing is like we can address the population topic a little bit later. But first of all, I want to address the pandering that's going on because, like, I went through the comment section. It's really a shame, man. Like, we live in the age of information and, like, you know, videos like this, they go viral, and then you got tons of Black people who are like, you know, I guess they're like flattered. They feel flattered that this kind of thing is being said, so they don't really fact check. They're like, oh, Japan loves Black. Like, you know, it's really a shame that the amount of ignorance, like people just don't care about checking facts anymore. They just like, oh man, she said something that makes me feel happy, so I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm not even gonna fact check it. Anyway, so in terms of the population thing, yeah, Japan has a major population crisis that's going on. If you guys actually want to be educated about this kind of like demographic crisis, I suggest that you look up there's this guy on YouTube called Peter Zahan. I'll type his name really quick. Peter Zahan. He's a really smart political strategist, and he breaks down a lot of stuff that us travelers should know about in terms of like population, possible problems that could happen, etc. So you guys should be watching Peter Zahan. Don't watch this lady because she's full of crap. And but yeah, Japan does have a major demographic crisis. But here's the thing, though. Japan generally is like Japanese people. They love Japan, and it's pretty rare actually. Japanese people they don't travel like other people from other countries. Like Chinese people, they travel a lot.
Right.
When you go to a country, you're going to see tons of Chinese people. They build their own communities. But Japanese people, they really love Japan to the point where they don't travel. And there's kind of like, I would say they don't want foreigners, but it's like they're happy with just being Japanese. Like they don't need foreign influence the way that a lot of these other countries do. So the people I've tapped in with, it doesn't really seem like Japan is making any real efforts to bring in foreigners. But the thing is, for us Americans, it's not, I would say it's easy. You can stay in Japan long term if you want to as an American. There are a lot of people I know who are doing that. You have options to do that. You don't really need any government incentive. Pretty much the only thing you need when you go to Japan is you need maybe some income, like a source of income, and maybe you need to learn Japanese because the English level in Japan is pretty low. But other than that, you know.
So you haven't heard any references to this story. Like, where did she get this information from? Have you heard anything? Because I couldn't find nothing.
I tapped in with the people that I know in Japan. I got like a big chat group of people that I tap in with, people who are living and working in Japan for many, many years. And I put this video there today, and they all, you know, basically this lady's talking out of her neck. Don't trust this lady. It's really a shame. Like this lady is known for lying. Like this lady's known for like spreading lies and false information, but people eat this stuff up. So, you know, she's probably gonna hit over. Dang, this video only posted 1 day ago, man. She's probably gonna hit like 300K likes, millions of views, even though she's kind of lying, man. It's the world we live in.
Yes, I have no idea where she came up with that or why she said that. It's like she's trying to give. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe she just wanted to go viral. But I still got to think like, okay, did she source this information from them just having a negative birth rate and she just assumed that they want anybody to impregnate their women? Or she just trying to go viral, you know?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, guys. Like, we talk about these like Dr. Umar guys who pander to Black women, but like, let's not pretend like Black men, we don't also enjoy being pandered to. And it's pretty obvious, like, this lady's doing some pandering to like black men, like, and the black men in the comment section are eating it up. They're like, oh, saying all kind of stuff. But yeah, here's the thing: as a black man, like, apparently Japanese women, you can do pretty well in Japan as a black man. Like, apparently, it's a pretty equal playing field, and you're not really at any major disadvantage there. And black guys typically love Japan. I really loved Japan when I was there. I thought it was a great place. I plan on going again.
Mm-hmm. Excellent, man. Speaking of going viral, let's go ahead and get to this video, man. We got to hop right on into this. So you recently did a video, man, dating Chinese girls 9 years ago, what I would have done differently as a black man in China. That video has 101,000 views thus far. I would say that to pretty much go viral. Can you give us a little breakdown while I play the video I'm going to play a little bit of video, then I'm going to put the rest of it on mute. Then you give us kind of a breakdown. I'm just going to play the very beginning.
Hey, my fellow travelers. It's that guy, Flight Madness from China. And here I am on vacation island. For those of you who don't know, I'm an American who's been living overseas for almost 15 years.
That's a cute little chick, man. Like, who's that little chick right there? She's pretty cute.
I don't know, man. She was all over me, man. Yeah, I think she might not. Maybe she's a fan. Maybe she's like, she follows my YouTube channel and she just want to say what's up.
Okay, she looks familiar. Look, I've seen her before somewhere. I don't know, but she looks pretty familiar.
Yeah.
I spent 9 of those years living in China, and today I'm on vacation in Thailand. While I'm here in
she got a nice body.
Thailand, I was doing some reflecting on my dating life in China and some of the terrible mistakes that I've made with the ladies of China during my 8 years living there. Now, here's the thing. Even though I'm talking specifically
go back. You missed the part where she grabbed my face. I thought that was really good. Like, I was just walking by and she grabbed my face. I thought it was a really good
in Thailand. For those of you who don't know, I'm an American who's been living overseas for almost 15 years. And I spent 9 of those years living in China. And today I'm on vacation in Thailand.
Right there?
Oh, it was after that, a second girl. Okay. I think the buffering, yeah.
Thailand. While I'm here in Thailand, I was doing some reflecting on my dating life in China and some of the terrible mistakes that I've made with the ladies of China.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one right there. I like that part.
All right, so that
really caught me out guard.
Yeah, give us a little quick breakdown, man. What inspired you to do this video? Because we know you're in Thailand right now, but what kind of inspired you to kind of go back years ago about your first experiences in China?
I mean, basically, I've learned a lot in my 9 years here. Like, so back then, when I first left America, we didn't have all the information that we have now. So like back then, when I first left America, I was making the mistake of treating foreign women the way that you might treat an American woman. I was like, like now, like we know, like, okay, foreign women are different. Like you don't need to play all those games. But back then it was like, I didn't really know. It took me a while to figure it out. And yeah, I just wanted to give an overview of my experience there. And, guys love hearing about dating. Like they love hearing about dating. They love hearing about someone's dating mistakes. And I'm a pretty open book about my dating mistakes. So, guys want to laugh at me and I share my experience. It's cool with me. Aaron, I think your audio is out. Did you mute yourself?
Do you think you've been pretty much, as a black man over there in Asia, do you think you kind of been fetishized to a certain degree by the women over there? Because I know it's not a lot of brothers out there.
Yeah, so like there was one girl recently I met. I wouldn't say recently, but in the past 6 months, her and I were together for a bit, and she definitely, I wouldn't say black fetish, but like she's definitely like into a lot of black culture. Like she listens to all the music. She kind of wanted the black experience from me. Here's the thing, y'all. Like this girl. Here's the thing. We got Western style beauty standards and we got Chinese style beauty standards. So this girl, she was kind of Chinese. It was really interesting. Like she's like Chinese style beauty standards, the kind of face that a lot of Chinese people and even white guys would think is super beautiful. But she's like she's really into black guys. Like she told me she's not into white guys. she said she only wants to date black guys and like, she just prefers us. And like this,
That's rare because the white guys get a lot of play out there in Asia, boy. Shout out to my white passport bros.
yeah, it's not even just white guys, it's like the kind of European model look. It's like that look is very popular in Asia. Like if you look like a European model, like that kind of tall, slim look, that's kind of what, it's kind of like it's like and I don't know what, a caricature or something that women can gravitate towards, like that type, like the tall model type. That's just a type that women like in Asia. But that's not the only type. Here's the thing. Oh, I saw this really buff, like 6'2", that kind of chocolate skin. Like I don't know if he was African or something. I didn't talk to him, but I seen him around. I think he was kind of bigger than me. Like his biceps were freaking huge. And I saw him. He was in the club with a Chinese baddie, and I was like, dang, because like here's the thing, y'all. I don't have a lot of reference points for like Black American men in China, because there's not many Black American men who come to China. Most of the guys who come here are kind of Africans, and like they're not really in the gym like that. Like you don't really see so many African guys who are like putting a lot of effort into their appearance that way. So it kind of lowers. But this guy, he was like a really good example that kind of showed me what I kind of already knew from my own experience, that if you're a Black guy who takes pretty good care of yourself, you dress pretty good, you can get pretty high quality women. And the girl he was with, the Chinese girl he was with, she was higher quality than like a lot of the women, like, I even see like white guys with. So it's, I'm telling you guys, if you take care of yourself, and you don't need to be super handsome. You don't need to be like a supermodel, guys. It's like put effort, and like, yeah, man, you can get top quality, man. It's like it's not off limits to you, man. You can definitely get some top quality women.
Okay. Let me pause this real quick. Let me catch this super chat here. Umi Yedwa, hopefully I pronounced your name, but I do appreciate the $5 super chat. It says, I'm waiting for the Japanese government to ban her for peddling that garbage. She refused to learn her lesson. Yeah, she be saying the most, bro. She just be making up shit. And she got like a pretty big platform. So a lot of guys probably hopped on that and probably trying to book tickets to Japan right now. Like you said earlier, not doing the research.
Yeah, I mean, if it gets men to travel, if it can get men to travel, I guess. But I don't want to sully my brand by like peddling lies. Like I know, like what do we call it? Like peddling that kind of stuff and kind of to a certain demographic and like flattering people. I know that can get a lot of views, but I try to keep it 100 with everything I put out, and I try to put out like a pretty reasonable thing. Like I say. Like you see me in the video, like I'm over here working out right now. Like I'm putting in effort in my appearance. I try to take care of myself. I try to get my money situation right. And that kind of stuff, it helps with the ladies. And yeah, if you do that stuff, you can get pretty high quality women.
Damn it, I'm on mute. God damn it.
I think you're not on mute anymore. I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me come back in, man. Give me 1 second. Let me come back in. I think I froze.
Cool, man. Yeah, y'all know the city I'm in, right? I know you guys love Pattaya, man. Pattaya is that place. I see someone in the comment section saying they love me. Yeah, man, they love it, man. They love it when you're in the gym hitting them weights, y'all. Like them ladies like it. And it's a good time out there, man. It's a really good time out there in Thailand. I'm gonna be out there maybe next month. So you guys out there want to kick it with me? I can't promise I got a lot of time to hang out with y'all, but if you want to come, say what's up, man. Hang out for a bit, man. Maybe go to where some of the places at, like Kicking Chicken, man. Kicking Chicken. What's that Tiger Bar? The Golden Tiger Bar. Yeah, we can go there, hang out, y'all. It's the hangout spot. And you're going to see me on Walking Street at the end of the night, man. I don't know how many ladies you might see me with, man. You might see me with at least one or two, man. It depends how I'm feeling that night, man. So
okay, we back, family. We back. Got this Dominican Wi-Fi over here. But to go back to the video, matter of fact, let me pull that video back up real quick. Matter of fact, let's go back a little bit, man, because I know a lot of guys, new to your channel, new to your content. what affords you this lifestyle? Because that's like a common question. What affords you this lifestyle to be able to just spend years overseas like this?
Yeah. So for you guys who don't know, I've been living overseas for about 15 years. And for that's been about for like 5 years of my childhood life, I lived in Germany, and in my adult life, about 10 years. So I left America in 2014, and I've been working as an English teacher ever since. So you can make really good money, especially in Asia, South America. Make really good money teaching English, and it can be enough for you to sustain your lifestyle overseas. And I've been doing that for 10 years, and the money gets more and more every year. I recently started doing online teaching, and online teaching, I kind of tripled my income. I tripled my income, and it's like, I don't have to work as many hours. So I highly recommend you guys, if you want to find a way to live overseas, live this kind of travel lifestyle where you can go to different countries. Like I'm in China now. Next month I'll be in Thailand, and after that probably Vietnam, Cambodia, etc. You can live this kind of lifestyle if you're getting money. English teaching can provide you this kind of lifestyle, so I highly recommend it. And also, I post on the Passportbros app, so I'm on the app, and I post a lot of my travel stuff on the app. And I've been getting a lot of guys sending me money on the Passportbros app. Like I get people sending me money just for like posting my content and like sharing my perspective. So that's another remote income source that I recommend for you guys. So English teaching and like posting content on like the Passportbros app, is a pretty good combination.
Okay, so if I wanted to like teach English overseas, like where do I start? Where do guys start at this, bro? I know it's like guys usually just going to try to Google some stuff, but where's a good start? Do you offer any type of consultations or anything like that?
Yeah, so I offer consultations, and I also made a free guide for guys who want to like get their foot in the door with English teaching. So recently, like a year ago, I started posting about English teaching. I didn't know it was going to blow up the way it is now. I was just sharing my life. And then a lot of guys reached out to me, like hundreds of guys reached out to me asking me about how they can get into English teaching. They wanted like some direction, because it can be kind of frightening for guys to like get a job in a foreign country, or you're kind of depending on like a new source of income that might come from a different country. So a lot of guys are kind of frightened about that. And I basically have been providing consultations and direction for guys who want to get into English teaching. But if you want to get into English teaching, I suggest you can like check out my website, flightmadness.com/English teaching. You go there, you can get into what I've been doing for 10 years, and it's been treating me really well. And as you can see in the video, the ladies really love an English teacher, man. They love an English teacher who's like stacking up that dough. So I highly suggest check out that free quick start English teaching guide. You can go download it, flightmadness.com.
Okay, I got that right there. It's pinned to the top of the comment section, guys. Flightmadness.com /English teaching. And I got a question for you, Daddy. Seaside Blue 1 with a 5 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He says, do you need to know their language when teaching English? I'm pretty sure that's a very common question.
Yeah, it's a very common question. You don't need to know their language, because usually they speak English. Like if they're usually when they hire a foreign teacher like me, like they hire a foreign teacher, they're going to put you in the classroom and expect you to speak basically 95% English pretty much all the time. I guess if you were teaching younger kids, it could help if you spoke their language some, but like vast majority of time, most of my jobs I've had, it's basically 100% English. It's basically 100% English, and anything that you don't know how to say, you can just pull out the dictionary app and type it in there and show it to them so they can understand what you're trying to say. But definitely no need to learn the language. It's good. It's always good to learn language. Like you're probably going to learn it when you touch down in the country. I recommend it. Like, I studied Chinese for over 6 years because I love language, but it's not necessary for making money through English teaching.
Wow, that is amazing, bro. That's I don't know if you want to answer this real quick. Have you dated any students? But your students are,
What kind of question is that, bro? Have you dated any students? No, man.
Of course not.
don't mix business with pleasure, y'all. There are so many women walking around. Look, I know guys who like they've kind of crossed that boundary of like trying to like date students. I know guys who've done that, and it's usually guys who are kind of they don't have any game or they're kind of desperate, so they do that kind of thing. But you don't need if you know how to approach women. Like for me, I see a woman I like, I just go approach her. You don't need to like date your students. That's like dating your coworkers, and I don't think that's a good idea. I don't recommend.
BMT, I see you kicking up mess with my passport bro girl on that video. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Man, we're just sharing videos, man. We're not doing any of that, man. We just sharing some info with you guys.
Good Lord, I got enough beef as it is out here in these goddamn YouTube streets, man. Real talk. So what's that on your on the thumbnail? Is that your bag?
Oh yeah, that's right here. Oh yeah, what I got my Travel Lux bag, man. You know, it's good for traveling when you're out there on Soy 6 Walking Street, man. Like it's really convenient. You know, at the end of the night, you know, maybe I don't know how many women you got over at your home, but you know, you might need to bring some stuff to keep everything looking good, right? You got some razors, you got some of that. What do you call them? Got your Trojan, your Magnums. You might have some LUBE, some lube in case you need to get things extra wet. That bag right there is really useful for all that stuff, man.
Cool. All right, so I want to point this out real quick, man. We got my man Jaleel White, formerly known as Steve Urkel. You know, very popular show in the 90s. I think they ran for like 8 years. And he made a comment. He has since took this post down. I knew this post wasn't going to age well for him. But he went viral earlier this week or maybe last week when he married basically a white woman in tech. And he got a lot of backlash for that, of course. So this is what he had to say. He says, I'm going to just leave this here. Never seen a celebrity black woman admit this. Props to you, Pepper. So he kind of threw Pepper out there real quick for spitting a little known truth. But if you weren't about that thug life as a youngster, smoking hella weed or getting paid for playing in the league, the finest sisters were not checking for you in the 90s. The jerks, the rappers, and jocks scooped them all up. The past is the past, but older stories I could share. Props to you again, Pepper. And I can't read the other part of this. But what do you think about that, man? Being a guy kind of out there in Asia where it's kind of known for the women kind of liking more studious guys. I guess you could say, I wouldn't want to say nerds, but guys that kind of got their stuff together more so than the guys, you know, in America that some of the sisters like.
I mean, here's the thing, man. Like the women, I mean, the men that I guess a lot of black women consider to be nerds, those men are considered, you know, like stand-up guys in other races. It's like, I don't know why in our community we like to glorify men who act like idiots, like, you know, act like a homicidal idiot to get the women. Like, you know, there are guys out there. Like I remember I saw a live stream with Kevin Samuels, and he was talking about how there are doctors out there in America who are like selling drugs on the side. They're doing it for clout. They do it for clout because I guess they think that being a drug dealer can help attract, you know, certain types of black women. Because I guess, you know, just being a doctor, a successful doctor isn't enough. You got to have like a dark side, you know, like women, they want like the thug with the dark side who like, he's a doctor during the day and he's like peddling drugs at night. I guess that turns the women on. And honestly, like, you know, stay away from those types of women, man, because you're going to mess up your life. You know, you're trying to get this kind of gangster clout. It's a really good way to mess up your life. And, you know, the stuff that we find attractive, I wouldn't say we, but I'd say a lot of black people find attractive. That's the kind of stuff that can also ruin your life and pretty much cut off your chances of success. Yeah, it'll cut off your chances of success. So I completely understand what he's saying about how it seems like, you know, just being like a kind of a guy who wants to be successful, kind of a nerd. I consider myself to be kind of a nerd. I think a lot of black women would consider me to be a nerd because maybe I speak proper and I like I don't really smoke. I never smoked weed, never did drugs. I don't like drinking. I try to, you know, focus on success. And like for me, it's been really good because that's the kind of guy that Asian women like. They want a guy who has a good head on his shoulder and who's like, who's putting in the work to make life better for him and his family. So, but I understand that maybe black women, I don't know why, but I do get like the couple occasional comments from black women in my comment section, and it's pretty clear, like, maybe they see me, like they see a happy black man who's dating like non-black women and they want to leave a comment to try to ruin my day or something. But it seems like, I guess they aren't very happy about this lifestyle that some of us are living of traveling overseas and dating foreign women. But, too bad. There's really nothing they can do about it.
Okay. Somebody said bring back the classic black man image. We got Chris Rose says, so black female nerds don't exist? Yeah, of course they do. Of course they do. But I think there's some truths in what Jaleel is saying, especially the type of character that he played. He didn't play. Well, he did play the what was it, Stefan or Cal, something like that. He did play that role pretty good, but I kind of see where he's coming from. Somebody said that this was a while ago before the wedding, but he definitely got a lot of backlash for marrying outside his race. But shout out to Jaleel White. In my opinion on that, bro, like at this point in the world of globalization, just get who you match up with the best, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even try to. If that's your preference, that's your preference. But in this day and age, with all these things going to try to separate men and women and the family, I think you should just get, and that's come for females too. I should just think you should get who best basically helps and benefits your happiness the most. My opinion. Yeah.
I'm surprised. Like, people are shocked. Like, Jaleel White, he doesn't really give off the image of like. I don't know why people are surprised that he dated a white woman. Like, I was looking at the comment section and people like, there were women like, I can't believe you married a white woman. I'm like, really? You can't believe that like Urkel married a white woman? Like, are you surprised by that?
I mean, and especially out there in Cali, man. Like, I don't think I've ever seen Urkel, date a sister like that. You know what I'm saying? Even Drake, as much hood rap music Drake makes, he don't date black women like that. You know what I'm saying? He just kind of uses them for money, basically. He'll throw he'll throw some hood rats in his videos and shit and make him dance, but at the end of the night, he with a white chick.
Yeah.
He'll do videos with Sexy Red and shit. Like, he kind of like, lightweight culture vulture to a certain degree. Oh, you sent me this real quick. Hold on. Let me show this real quick. For the fam, you mentioned this earlier. Hold on. Where is it at? All right, so that right there that's your earnings, right? In the Passportbros app?
Oh yeah, man. Like, people have been sending me donations. So for y'all who don't know, like, I'm in the Passportbros app. I post there pretty often, and I've been posting a lot, and I get people like sending me donations, like, they like my stuff, they vibe with what I'm doing. So that shows you some of the bankroll that I've been getting on the app, and it makes it really easy to send and like take out money. So that's just another source of income for you guys. Like, if you're out here posting really good travel content, guys are going to send you money. Like, that's what happens for me. So I suggest, for you guys who want to make an extra source of income, this is pretty dope way for us to, make some, when you're on Soy 6, you buying them girls drinks, man. It's like some extra drink money, man. It's a good thing to have.
Yeah, man. Shotty, you be posting some dope content. I be trying to tell the guys, when you join our revenue share program, you can definitely get the little $5 or $15 back a month. Because some guys want to be on a higher tier. They get different benefits, but the little basic $5 tier, I know guys that go down there with $100 and just be sending guys tips and everything because you are giving good information, bro. You know what I'm saying? And in a good context. And it's interesting, man, because I was saying in a previous stream, I was just like, look, man, Mark Zuckerberg is worth $137 billion fucking dollars, right? Because people still don't understand that he's making all this money. The reason why he's one of the richest men in the world is because he's conditioned people to give away their content for free, not realizing because they'd be like, oh man, Facebook free, social network's supposed to be free. Yeah, that's true, but that's because you're the product. People are on Facebook to see other people's lifestyle and content. Like, they're looking at other people's photos. You're on his platform. right? So you're basically working in a nutshell. You're working for him. That's why he's worth 137 gazillion fucking dollars, bro. And that's just not him. He had business partners. They had like 3. Facebook made so much money, bro, that they had to change the tax code in America, because what they were doing was they was getting all this money and they would just vamp out, and I had to pay U.S. taxes. So the U.S. had to say, hey, hold on, you know, we gotta change the tax code because these guys are making so much money. So what we did was something that was kind of revolutionary. We would say, hey, man, you know, guys are traveling, they're spending their bread, you know, they're posting their content. Let's build a community where guys can kind of exchange money alongside each other. Like, that was the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? That it could be a mutual beneficial thing, and we'll get something back and let guys just kind of donate. And you look up, and it's so funny, man, because I had a message from the guy, email from the guy. He said, man, BMT, I thought this was like fake money. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, bro. Like, it's just tips. You know what I'm saying? It's just pile up. Look up one day, you got like 30 something, $40, $50 in there in your account. Something that you would never do on Facebook. So
yeah. I tell you, like, I post on Facebook a lot, and like even if my videos get like 100,000 views on Facebook, I still get like basically $0 from it. It's kind of crazy. Like, I have reels on Facebook that got over 100,000 views. Like, I made one video about how the Philippines is similar to America, and that video got like that reel on Facebook got over 100,000 views, but I didn't see any money from it. So maybe that money went into Mark's pocket and didn't go into mine. So
right. And what you're seeing on the screen, guys, is just like, you know, tips accounts of guys just sending money back and forth with each other, man. And, you know, it's interesting, man, because what created all this was a guy that made a post on Facebook in our Passportbros group, and that post got like, man, it got so many views and likes and comments. It was the post of a guy with his 2 boys in somewhere in Asia, like in front of like a mountainous valley or something. It was a real nice post. He was just saying, hey, man, you know, I'm a single dad. I'm out here showing my son the ropes on how to be an international man and everything. And I know for a fact that post, he would have appreciated him, you know, making some money, not only off the post, but a lot of guys would have donated, just be like, hey, man, he with his son, so that's dope. You know what I'm saying? He shooting bro a couple dollars. He would have made probably like thousands of dollars real quick off that. So that was one of the general ideas as well for the Passportbros app, man. So shout out to everybody on the Passportbros app, you guys. Make sure to download it. It's actually free.
Yeah, it's a great app.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Somebody said Elon Musk, like 270 billion or something, rich as hell. Yeah, his people were rich too, man. His people had a lot of money. All right. So let me ask you this, man. You're going to go through the whole rundown because we're about to go ahead and shut the show down soon. But can you just give us some key points in this video of what you would have done differently?
Basically, I would have just completely dropped my mindset that I had of like being afraid of being too affectionate. Because I think for guys, you know, like being too sweet, like, you know, like the sweet guys get taken advantage of in American culture. Like, unless you're like really, really good looking, I guess. If you like show too much interest, or you show like, you know, you really want the girl, I guess that turns off a lot of American women. But with Asian women, that like really works in your favor. Pretty much any women outside of Western society, showing lots of interest, that helps you. And that was like, I think my biggest thing. I was always afraid of. I think I just had some bad experiences as a kid where like a girl liked me, and then like I showed that I liked her maybe too soon, and like it turned her off. I think that kind of scarred me, some kind of childhood scarring. And yeah, but you don't have to really worry about that over here. It's like you meet a girl, shoot, she'll probably be happy. Like, you know, the next day y'all wake up, you know, hey, you ask her, hey, you want to be my girlfriend or something? She might say yeah, like, you know, like she probably will say yeah. They don't really have that whole wait to show like, you know, you're interested. It's kind of like, you know, you want me or no? It's like, you know, it's not really. It can be kind of overwhelming sometimes too, because like girls, like sometimes you as a man, you might want to like slowly, especially if you got more girls, like if you got like more than one girl, you might not want to commit to one girl too soon. But it's like, you know, you just got to learn how to play that game. But yeah, that was one of the biggest things. Hard for me to think about what else, but I think if you can just get over that, and just get over your fear of like looking like a loser. Like you don't have to really worry about that unless you're dealing with like really westernized women. You don't really have to worry about too much. It's like, men have their role, women have their role. And as the man, you provide the money, the attention, whatever. The woman, she provides the booty and like the other stuff.
Okay. I want to give a shout out to Chance Holiday, $2 super chat says, I have an app idea. Who built your app? Actually, about 30 people, different developers built this app. This app is like probably version, even though it says V2 version 2, the app is probably on version 9 at this point. I built several apps with different guys. All right. And I want to give a shout out to my man, Black Mind. He's also on the Passport Bros app. He drops a lot of dope content. I believe he's somewhere in the Middle East. He said, BMT Travels Flight Madness is right about teaching English. As long as you learn how to explain it, people will pay well generally if they find they are learning from you, East Asians especially. Oh, let me ask you about that. Like, do you also like do like personal online classes as well, or you just kind of stick with the bigger classes?
I do both. I have students like before like the 2021 thing, the situation where we were all locked inside. So during that time, I kind of transferred some of my students to online, and that was really good. That way I didn't have to travel to meet them, and I was still making pretty good money from it. You said he's in the Middle East, Black Mind. So I want to bring this up. In the UAE, if you want to stack up like some major cash, like I'm talking about crazy cash, like 70K, 70,000 US dollars, 100,000 US dollars, the UAE is the place to do it. Like that's the place where people are making crazy money with English teaching. It's like they pay, like the money over there is just insane. It's like bananas. It's like I know people who were in China where I am, and they said, hey man, I just want to go over to the UAE for like a year, stack up some money, pay off debt. And like they do that, and you get rich over there, man. It's crazy. Like they throwing money at English teachers. If you're one of those types of guys who really just wants to like stack up money for a year, maybe go on monk mode, because UAE, they are kind of strict. So you can't be doing all this crazy stuff like we're doing in Pattaya. But if you just spend 1 year over there, like grind mode, by the end of that year, man, you're going to be balling. You're going to be paying all kind of, I would say, bar fines on a walking street, Soy 6, man. You're going to be stacking it up, man.
You know what's funny, man? It's a brother that lives in Thailand, and he splits his time between Thailand and UAE. And he does the same thing you saying. I forgot exactly what he do out there, but he makes a ton of money. I don't know if he drives like tanks or something. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what he do, but he definitely makes a ton of money out there doing what he do. And he splits his time from the Middle East and in Thailand. I want to give a shout out to my man, Black Mind. He says, BMT telling the truth. You are allowed to collect and give tips in real currency. Yes, sir. Shout out to my man, Black Mind. I got my man, Daryl. He's also on the Passport Bros apps as well. He says, I'm still telling y'all about Kazakhstan. So shout out to my man. I'll be posting some dope. You know what's interesting, man? Like seeing guys post from countries that, of course, I've heard of Kazakhstan before, but it's like when you actually see the actual visuals and photos and videos, you'd be like, damn, like brothers is really all over the world. It's just crazy. Because that's the big difference between the app and the Facebook group, right? Like the app actually has real travel content versus the Facebook group is all over the place. Like let's keep it real. Facebook group is all over. A lot of haters in the Facebook group. I know you got tons of haters in there. Like when you post your little outings, but you don't be caring though. That should be funny.
Yeah, I love my haters, man. I love my haters. And Daryl, man, I bumped into Daryl in Thailand, man. Him and his girl, man. Daryl's a good guy, man. He teaches a lot about how to get good credit. So for you guys want to, have good those travel credit cards. Daryl has a pretty good channel. So I want to collab with him when I travel out to Kazakhstan. If I can do that sometime this year or something, that'd be pretty dope.
All right. Shout out to Nihan Arav Krishna. He said, what's the link of the app? The link is in the description, bro. The link is in the description. Appreciate you asking that. All right, we got 178 in the room. Guys, do me a favor and hit that like button. Make sure to share this video as well with your friends who are interested in Asia. And also holler at my man Flight Madness, man. If you need any consultations or anything concerning China and Asia in general. Is there anything like you'd like to say before we go?
Man, I mean, I'm a big fan of Asia, y'all. Like, I really love it over here. I do want to check out Brazil maybe next year sometime. Maybe I'll go during the winter time. Want to avoid the cold. But yeah, I really love it over here, man. Like my life is, I just really enjoy things. I'm putting out content, having a great time. The money situation is really good. Yeah, I'm just really grateful, y'all, man. You know, y'all are lucky, man. Y'all are in this like this travel movement. There are a lot of guys who still don't know about this, or like they don't think it's possible for them. But when you guys are kind of participating, you're surrounding yourself with guys who are traveling overseas, living overseas, making money overseas. You surround yourself with these types of guys, you increase your chances, or you kind of put yourself in the circle where you can also live that kind of life. Like for me, like I'm running like online businesses and stuff. I surround myself with other people who are doing that. So like we kind of help each other. I learn game from them. And yeah, man, just try to surround yourself with people who are living the lifestyle you want to live. And this overseas travel lifestyle, you know, me and BMT are living, I think it's really something I highly recommend it. It changed my life. You know, I feel like I'm 32, but I still feel like I'm in my early 20s, man, like the way I'm living. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I feel like I can stay young forever over here. So
That's how you been to America.
I haven't been back since like 2019.
Okay, that's not well. Actually, that's like 6 years. That's a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
2019 don't seem far away, but I'm getting it's 2024 now. God damn, we're getting old, man. Well, I'm getting old. Shout out to my man G Turner with $10 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He says for the love and support of the game, watching on my lunch break. Shout out to the Black Chinese Sensei of the Passport Bros. All right, shout out my man
I like that.
G Turner. Y'all guys gotta holler at each other. He's doing dope ass background, streaming art backgrounds, and also he does thumbnails. So some of the major YouTubers you know are out here, he actually does their thumbnails. Like Austin Holloman, he done thumbnails for me as well. So he does a lot of guys' thumbnails. So shout out to my man G Turner. Make sure to hit him up, link up with him. He's a good brother. I got another question by my man Chase Holiday. What up, Chase? I think I saw you on Razor Ray stream last night, man. Shout out to you. He says they say Japan is better, less racism. Before we go, man, do you want to touch on that real quick about the racism out there in China?
I think it's overblown. A lot of people look, man. So I made a YouTube short recently. I was talking about how I think that like talking about racism is kind of overblown. I feel like us as Black people, we need to work on how we treat each other. If we were focused on that, like we focus on like our community and just supporting each other and treating each other better, I don't think we need to spend our time caring about like what other groups of people or other races think about us or how they treat us. Like how we treat each other is way more important. And I had people in the comment section calling me an Uncle Tom, saying like, I don't understand, blah, blah, blah. And I grew up around Black people. I went to all Black schools. I moved around to different schools all over America, like all over the southern part of America. And every time I always saw the same thing. Like I saw us Black people fighting each other. I saw us killing each other. So for me, it's kind of difficult to convince me that I know like racism, like that's the cause, like, you know, that kind of thing is the cause. But I feel like we got to take accountability for how we are now and stop just looking to the past and saying, oh no, man, I can't control my urge to kill another Black man because of whatever. Like, no, you got to take control of yourself and like stop blaming the past for what you're doing right now. And I just got a lot of heat for that. But anyway, the racism thing is not really something to worry about. Like, I wouldn't be concerned about that. Like, don't be concerned about that. You're like the people you're hanging out with. If you're hanging out with people under the age of 35, you don't really have to worry about racism. Like racism might come from like the older generation of people, but you're not going to be hanging out with those old, like, you know, I'm not going to be hanging out with grandmas. And even then, like, you know, who cares? Like, just who do you really care about hanging out with? You care about beautiful women, right? So if beautiful women are willing to date you, I think that's like your biggest concern right there. So, you know, that's my concern. I don't care about anybody else. Like, I don't care what Chinese men think about me. I don't care what like anyone else. But anyway, Chinese people are really nice to me. And you see in my YouTube videos, I post a lot of videos of me just walking around in China, and Chinese people are really nice to me. They jump all up in the video. So yeah, man, I don't concern yourself with racism. But hey, a lot of Black guys, they love Japan. So, maybe you'll like it there.
Excellent. I got another comment here about man, Black Mind, Flight Madness. The UA is strict, but Dubai is the exception. People play in Dubai and drink in private in Dubai. Not that I like that, but it's done without prosecution there. So he's saying Dubai is a little more lenient than the UAE. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I got another super chat here about Declaration with $10 super chat. I actually like that YouTube, man. That's a pretty dope name, Declaration. He says, can you recommend a good fitness camp where I could go for 1 to 3 months looking for a hyperbolic time chamber, max 3 times a month, 3 extra 3,000 a month, all inclusive.
3,000 USD? Dang, that's a lot. I have a friend. Yeah, like I have a friend and he's Polish and he works for like Google or something. He's in Singapore. And I think once a year or something, he goes to Thailand and he does like a Muay Thai camp for like, I don't know how many weeks, but that's like his main kind of fitness. Like I guess he doesn't do much exercise during the year, but he says like maybe once or twice a year, he goes over to Thailand and does like a Muay Thai fitness camp and he drops a lot of weight that way. So I recommend that. And plus you get to be in Thailand, right? Like you're training Muay Thai. I actually have a couple friends who've done that, like that Muay Thai thing. I kind of want to do it too, but I have other priorities when I'm in Thailand, Like when I'm in Thailand, I don't want to be surrounded by a bunch of sweaty guys. So I haven't done that kind of Muay Thai camp, but that's my recommendation.
Excellent, man. Well, all right, bro. As always, great show. I appreciate you coming on. I know it's super late out there in China. And we're definitely going to do this again next time soon, my brother.
Yes, sir, man. More videos on the way, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy the content and thanks for supporting and get on that app, y'all. You can make some money from this travel content, man. We want to see you making some of that money so you can, buy them drinks for the ladies, man. The ladies on Soy 6, they like it when you got that extra money to throw some tips their way. So, yeah.
You know what? I got a guy on the app. He's just like, yeah, this is my little beer fund right here, bro. I ain't touching mine. I'm gonna keep this for my little beer fund when I'm overseas. It's just good to see. It's just good to see a community that's just kind of building up in this process, and more guys find out about it. Like guys are loving the app. And we got some new features coming. Shout out to my tech team. They've been working on this live. They've been working on the live like feature for like weeks, 24/7 to try to get us to do some lives while we overseas, So we got more features coming. We got maps coming. We got all types of features coming in the app. So guys, make sure to download the Passportbros app. Once again, Danny, great show. Appreciate you coming on, bro.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Peace.